If you've spent any time reading the Bible, you've probably noticed a tension. On one hand, you have the law, hundreds of commands, rules for living, and strict consequences. On the other, you have grace, forgiveness, mercy, and the idea that we are saved not by what we do, but by what Jesus has done. Are they at odds? Did grace replace the law? Or does the law still matter today? Today we're breaking down the relationship between biblical law and grace, and more importantly, how you can apply both to your daily life without feeling like you're walking on eggshells. When we talk about the law in a biblical sense, we usually mean the Torah, the first 5 books of the Bible. It includes the 10 Commandments, but also 613 specific civil, ceremonial, and moral laws given to the Israelites. But what was the purpose? Many people think the law was a ladder to climb to get to God. But the Bible tells us something different. In Romans chapter 3 verse 20, it says the law was actually a mirror. Its job wasn't to save us. Its job was to show us that we need saving. It reveals God's standard of holiness and exposes our inability to meet it on our own. Then comes grace. If the law is what we owe, grace is what we are given that we didn't earn. Ephesians chapter 2 verses 8 to 9 is the cornerstone here. For by grace you have been saved through faith, and that not of yourselves, it is the gift of God, not as a result of works, so that no one may boast. Grace doesn't mean God suddenly decided that sin doesn't matter. It means Jesus fulfilled the law perfectly on our behalf. He paid the debt the law demanded so that we could receive the inheritance the law promised. Grace isn't a get-out-of-jail-free card. It's a someone else paid your bail reality. A common mistake is thinking the law is bad and grace is good. But Jesus said in Matthew chapter 5 verse 17 that he didn't come to abolish the law but to fulfill it. The law shows us the character of God, his justice and holiness, while grace shows us the heart of God, his love and mercy. You can't truly appreciate the beauty of grace until you understand the weight of the law. The law creates the hunger. Grace provides the feast. So how do we apply this? How do we live in the age of grace while respecting God's moral standards? Stop performance-based living. If you feel like God only loves you on the days you read your Bible or stay perfect, you're living under law, not grace. Remember, you are accepted because of Christ's performance, not yours. Use the law as a guardrail, not a gallows. We still look to the moral principles of the law, like the 10 Commandments, because they show us how life works best. We don't obey to get God's love. We obey because we already have it. Extend grace to others. If you've been forgiven a massive debt through grace, you can't go around demanding the law from everyone else. Application means being as patient with others as God has been with you. The law is the diagnosis. Grace is the cure. If you find yourself struggling with guilt, look to grace. If you find yourself becoming indifferent to right and wrong, look back at the law to remember God's holiness. Living in this balance is where we find true freedom. Thanks for watching. If this helped you understand the Bible a little better, hit that like button and subscribe for more deep dives into the Word. We'll see you in the next video.